just last week losing my biological mother, and I'm still here.
What did you say? You lost your mother?
Yeah. I'm still here. Last week finding out my biological mother passed away, and still choosing to pursue my dreams, still coming out here, still making sure to make the family that I do still have on this earth proud. And the fact that nobody knows what I go through. Everybody has struggles, and I understand that. But y'all see me on this track, and y'all see the poker face I put on, but nobody but them and my coach know what I go through on a day-to-day basis, and I'm highly grateful for them. Without them, there would be no me. Without my grandmother, there would be no Sha'Carri Richardson. So my family is my everything. My everything is to the day I'm done.
Sha'Carri, unbelievable. We offer our deepest condolences on your loss, as well as our congratulations on what you accomplished in the midst of all of that pressure.
Thank you.
You okay to say this? See you in Tokyo?
Oh.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. They go, ooh la la. She go, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. We ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Looking for answers. Like I lost a friend, hop out of the bed like, where the bread? What it do, YouTube? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then please come on in. Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sounds like something you can rock with, then before you exit left, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, then you know how we do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game, people. We always in the end game. And today we in the end game because Safaree, off Love and Hip Hop, he tweeted out today that, today he was starting his skin bleaching process. So he gonna go from being but you're black to being but you're black, but you're light-skinned black, like me. Oh, you a light-skinned and you want to be a light-skinned Negro because you think they got it easier. And I'm not saying that that's his reason or his purposes. I don't know why he's doing it. And when people get their skin bleach or they lighten up, we seen Serena, and she looked really white. She looked like the white girls from the movie. Then you see Sammy Sosa, you see a Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? They lighten their skin up. You see various people, like it's not really nothing new under the sun. No idea is original. It's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. Like that part, Nas. So I'm not shocked and amazed, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not even going to drag him and say the self-love and self-hate, rather. He want to be the other man and not the brother man. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever his reasons is, it's his reasons. Just like with anybody, when sisters get work done, when brothers get work done, whatever you get done, the reasons why you do it is your reasons. But the real reason is no matter what you're getting done or why you're getting it done, internally and up here, do you love yourself? You know what I mean? Do you value yourself? Do you value your life? You know what I mean? Do you value where you stand at? You know what I mean? Are you happy in your purpose? That's really all that matters. Because no matter whether you bleach the skin or you don't, I'm not saying I will personally do any of those things. And honestly, a lot of times when you see the people that's want to get things done, they really don't even need the things done. You know what I mean? Maybe it's an internal thing that they dealing with. And we all got to deal and cope with life as, you know, as we see it and on the ground that we standing on. I always do, you know, videos, or I've talked about it numerous times on, you know what I mean, finding your purpose, having faith, you know what I mean, and dealing with things in the best way as opposed to, you know what I mean, not the best way. So what's your thoughts on him doing it? You really don't see too many men doing it. I mean, obviously I quoted Sammy Sosa, Chicago Cubs baseball, and obviously, you know, Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club. They kind of like, you know, polarizing figures. People know who they are, you know what I mean? But it's really not a lot. It's really more of women and, you know, y'all doing more of those type of things, especially surgeries and all that, the bleaching and all that, you know what I mean? Like, why you want to bleach yourself? But what's your thoughts on it? Why is it self-hate? Do you want to be the other man and not the brother man? You know what I mean? Give me your thoughts on that. My thoughts is people could do really what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do anyway, as long as it's not impeding and hindering you from doing what you got to do. Then that's only really when it's a problem, because they people going to talk regardless, whether you're successful or you're unsuccessful. You know what I mean? Like, the more successful you are, or the more polarizing figure you become, if that's, you know, what your aim is for, then you're gonna hear this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have tough skin. You know what I mean? And let's talk about it. So, the young lady out of Dallas, she's a runner, she's a track star. She gonna wanna race when she that part. You know what I mean? The sister that's out of Dallas, she going to Tokyo now. Sha'Carri Richardson, you know what I mean? So she's blowing up crazy. I seen a lot of videos about her. In the comments, y'all know I'm in these YouTube streets. I'm running through these YouTube alleyways, and they should have never let me in the game. And I'm still looking around like, yo, I'm here now. I see a lot of commentary on her, and some negative. Obviously, a lot positive. I don't have nothing to say negative about her. I'll just say, like, perception is everything. You know what I mean? Like, first, let's talk about the clip, right? She got the clip in the beginning before the intro, where she, like, you know, her biological mother just passed last week. I think she said. So rest in peace to her mama, and condolences and prayers and energy and positive energy to her family. But the way she said it was kind of like how I say when I speak about my biological pops, you know what I mean? And how a lot of people in the hood speak about their parents that wasn't there for them, you know what I mean? You say biological just to let people know that's where I come from, but that's not who raised me. That's not who parented me. That's not who brought me along, you know, on my journey. So when she was like, yeah, you know, even though she was emotional, I don't know if because she won and she was still out of breath, but she was like, yeah, you know, my biological, you know, normally you would just say, nah, my mom's passed. My mother just passed last week. So I don't know what the dynamic is. Like I said, I just learned about her like a lot of y'all probably. I'm not a field and track person. I don't really watch a lot of women's sports, you know what I mean? I told you I like Serena, I watch tennis, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not really big on that, you know what I mean? No chicken dinners there. Like winner, chicken dinner, yeah, that part, because I want winners. I want people that want to win. Yeah. Mike Singletary, that part. So I just learned about her, and you start seeing the comments, and it's like, you know, she ghetto, she's a hood rat, she's a runner, she's a track star, like, you know, being funny, but I'm not. The long nails, the wavy weave hair, the tattoos and all that, you know, and a little twang in the accent because she's from Dallas, and I love being in Dallas when I was out there. I was out there for All-Star Weekend 2007, turning up crazy. All they was playing was that down south, that type of vibe, you know what I mean? Nothing New York was being played unless you was in the New York party. I think SNS, DJ SNS was hosting that one of them joints, so you heard a little New York, you know, little vibes and all that. But that's another story. We're gonna get to what Jalen said in another other video. But back to Miss Richardson. It's like, and then they saying she part of the LGBT, you know, plus community or whatever. And I don't know if she is or she not. When I seen her, I just thought like she just looked like one of the regular women that's around my neighborhood, like some of the young joints walking around. That's what you see out here in New York. I'm assuming that's what's coming from out Dallas. It is what it is. So no real judgment, because like I live around it. We see it all the time. Now, if you're not familiar with it and you used to a different type of thing, then you see her appearance, you may have, you know, trepidation, or you may be looking with the side eye like, huh? But where in the hood you don't see this at? So that's why I'm like, why is people acting like they shocked in the maze? Like, Bismarck, when you put the beat on, you will be shocked in the maze. I wasn't shocked in the maze, and I wouldn't be shocked if she's part of that community. Okay, and she's super fire on the track, you know what I mean? Like, she's super fast. I won't know about Flo Jo and all that. I've seen a few references to another prominent track star. I wasn't around for that, or if I was, I wasn't aware of it. But Marion Jones, I am aware of, you know what I mean? And I remember when she had her run, and I think she won 5 gold medals, 5 golden rings. But then the scandal came out, you know what I mean? Or not the scandal, but it came out that she was, you know, cheating a little bit, just a little bit. Like, all we really need is a little bit. And then I think they took her medals away. So, you know, I'm not going to take away her hard work and the shit that she did. But now we have her. So it's like, people is rooting for her, people is cheering for her. It's like, we're going to say a fake war going on outside. No man is safe. But it's just like, I seen one show and it was like black dudes is ripping her. I haven't really seen no black dudes ripping her. You know, I be in the comments, y'all know that. I'm in the comments. I'm all in the comments. A lot of women ripping her. I mean, like, with the hair and this and that. And it's just like, what does it really matter? But somebody left a comment, and I'll end it on this. You know what I mean? As far as she is concerned. A young lady was like, it doesn't matter if she got a weave, a wig, long nails, or tattoos, and none of that. We could be who we are, and we could be great. And I agree with that fully. Like, you can be whoever you want to be and be great at who you want to be. If you don't let the, you know, the haters, the naysayers, the distractors distract you from your purpose and stop you from your goals. The only caveat I'll say to the lady that said that statement is that when it comes to men and women in our community, but you're black, yeah, but you're black. It does matter as far as preference, and if you trying to get mated up or you trying to, you know, be with somebody. There's somebody for everybody, obviously. So, you know, Apache made, I need a gangster bitch. Like, so you got people that want gangster bitches. I don't, but I'm sure you got people that want a gangster bitch. You know what I mean? Carrying a gun, doing all type of, you know, man movements and all that with that masculine energy. I'm sure it's brothers that want that, but I'm sure it's a lot that don't. So the thing is, on a marketplace for relationships and all that, you want to have a product that's in high demand. Let's put it in sales and products. You know what I mean? So if people is not checking for a certain thing, you could still say, nah, I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, and do you, and then you just gotta live with the consequences. But that's all of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just for the lady that had the comment like, you know, it doesn't matter, and we could do what we want. And you can do. Everybody can do what you want, but just be prepared for the consequences. And you gotta live and lie in that bed that you made, or change it. You know what I mean? And it seems like every time I do that shit, my fucking elbow crack. Damn it. You know what I mean? That's the old age kicking in. Speaking of the LGBT plus community, familiar with them, know a lot of them, you know what I mean? Having some in the family and all that, like, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. We living in 2021. But another story that's coming out in sports, I think it was like yesterday or maybe even 2 days ago. Defensive end for the it's the Las Vegas Raiders. Now I was about to know, was it the LA Raiders? You know what I mean? The Raiders. You know what I mean? The Raiders. You know what I mean? What's the name? CARLNASSIB just came out, and here go the clip right here.
Just want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best life. I got the best family, friends, and job a guy could ask for. I'm a pretty private person, so I hope you guys know that I'm really not doing this for attention. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that like one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary.
Now, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said in a statement today, quote, "The NFL family is proud of Carl for courageously sharing his truth today, representing matters." Look at this. He says, "We share his hope that someday soon statements like this will no longer be newsworthy as we march towards equality for the LGBTQ plus community."
All right, so y'all see he came out. Well, he's saying he came out. And, you know, it's funny watching the tweets come out of the people that's cheering him on. The NFL, obviously, coming out. They happy he came out. And then you see, you know, the analysts on these big networks, the ESPNs, the Foxes, and, you know, nobody obviously have anything bad to say. Like, even if they had a different opinion, the platforms that they have, they can't come out and say anything. They have to just go with the program. The go along, get along game. And I'm not against, you know what I mean? I'll just have these comments and these, you know, these thoughts, if you will. When you say you coming out, was you living a life that was not out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do we got a boyfriend, a man, or whatever? Was he walking, you know, was he doing things that people would say, oh, without him verbally saying is what I'm saying, coming out? Was you living your life as a gay man or not? You know what I mean? Or was you hiding that you was gay? And now, not only are you coming out verbally, but now you're coming out with your actions. That's like the, you know, the thing I'm wondering about. And the reason why I'm wondering about it is because, like I said, you had other NFL players bigging them up, congratulating them, being encouraged, having the courage to come out. And I guess it does take courage, because nobody really want to be ridiculed, you know, or looked at under the microscope with the side eye by a lot of eyes, like whether you're straight or not. Nobody really wants to be analyzed or critiqued like that. So I get that, you know what I mean? Unless you got a job like that, you're a performer, or you performing in front of millions, and so you know that just comes with the gig. But when you say you coming out, when you take it back to, like, say for instance, the locker room. I don't know how long he's been in the league, but let's say it's not his first year, obviously. Say he's been in the league 3 years. I don't know the shower arrangement of the NFL or basketball, none of that. I've never been in the locker rooms. But I've been in prison. You know what I mean? Y'all know that. And so there's no separation in there. There's no rules governing how you shower and all that. I've been in maxes and I've been in mediums. So I'll just give an example for the medium, and this the comparison that I'm drawing to the locker room, if you will. Prison locker room, you know, prison shower and the locker room of a sports, right? Totally different, I'm sure. But you'll see the analogy that I'm drawing in a minute. In the mediums, it's just a big shower. Shower heads, there's no barriers, you in the shower. You come in the shower, you wash in the shower, you go and shower as you please. Gay men that was in the prison that I was in the mediums, they didn't shower with the straight dudes. There wasn't no rule like through the administration saying they can't shower with the straight guys. That was just the prisoner's rule. And the reason for that rule is like, well, though you may not have nothing against people that's gay, it's just like a woman wouldn't want to shower with a straight woman wouldn't want to shower with a straight dude that they didn't know or that they wasn't intimate with or had some type of dealings with, because it would be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? You in there washing your body, they washing their body, they looking at you possibly, you know what I mean, with the side eye. So it's like, if we straight and it's, you know, and you gay, when we get in the shower, you're attracted to us. We're not attracted to you because we like women and you like men. So it's an uncomfortability. Do we forego our little bit of, you know what I mean, privacy or whatever in that area? And this is, and then again, you know, for the people that may be hollering, you can say, oh, well, pretty sure it was people that was there that you didn't know about. And if you don't know, then you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. Like, it's the opposite. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. You're not thinking about it. You're not worrying about it. You're just washing up, going about your business. But once that factor is, that veil is moved, and you do know, like, oh, nah, he's attracted to men. How is that dynamic in the shower? Like, I'm pretty sure, and all the money that these facilities and athletes got, they probably got private stalls. So then it's not a factor. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is if it's wide open and everybody's just showering. And for instance, he's coming out now. How long has he been in the NFL? If he's been in there, let's say 3 years, and you've been showering, talking about the game, and, you know, everything is just moving and smooth, and you swinging, you in the shower. Now, do they look out with the side eye now that they knowing that he's attracted to guys? Will he come out and act more, you know what I mean, I guess the way he want to act? Or will he stay the same and it's just, again, was just verbally for the people like us to know, like, because, you know, if you don't say anything, your actions says it all. Like, you won't have to come out and say if you got a boyfriend, or you walk in the street holding hand. Like, you see that all in New York City now. Nobody's hiding no more, I don't think. And that's why it's always funny when I hear like it's coming out and you still got to have courage. I'm saying, I know maybe years ago, you know, and obviously more years after that, because it's not like it is now. And as we go forward and we progress, it'll be less more, like you said, news, because I don't see nobody hiding. I see blatantness. I see, like, you know what I mean? And this is another thing I want to add. Being how I know gay people. I know, like I said, gay members in my family. I know plenty of gay people. Everybody is not out flamboyant and, you know what I mean, like, how you doing? Wendy Williams, like, how you doing? Everybody's not like that. So some are gay and you don't even know it until they may one day y'all having a conversation and they say, you know what, I mean, woo, woo, woo. And you're like, oh, word? Like, oh, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? I had no idea, because they're not displaying that. Now, I don't know if that's hiding, you know, being afraid of being ridiculed. They're just not out with it trying to, what they think, act like women act like, because even a lot of women don't act like how you see some flamboyant super gay men walking around, you know what I mean? Like they letting you know that they gay. They switching, they walking, they looking at you as another man, like, yeah, you could get it, you know what I mean? Like, so when you look at them, you're like, oh, nah, that's definitely gay. And then you got people that's walking the streets and you don't even know nothing. They firm hand, like, shake my hand. Make sure it's a firm shake. Say, what's up, Ice Cube, and then break, like, you wouldn't even know. So the thing is, when you come out, like he's coming out, how's that dynamic going to play out in the locker room now? You know what I mean? And then Warren Moon, lastly, on as far as Nassib. Warren Moon, one of the first, you know, black quarterbacks, NFL, etc. He tweeted out that he was proud of him, that it was courageous, and, you know, he's with him. But he said that he had a few teammates, even back when he was playing, that was gay, but they was afraid to come out. So it's not like, you know what I mean, this is new. They saying the first player, but if he's saying that he knew it was gay men playing, then this guy's not the first player. He's probably the first player verbally saying, but if your actions, that's what I'm saying, if your actions is saying that you're gay, then you don't even got to come out and say you're gay, because we all can see. We all can see if you're gay, if you're displaying that you're gay without saying that you're gay. If a straight person don't got to come out and say, I'm straight. Superman, I'm straight. See the DC, Marvel, DC, and then, I mean, well, not Marvel, but DC, and then Superman, yeah. That was by accident, though. You don't got to come out and rip your shirt off. I'm a straight man. By your actions is going to show that you're straight. So you never have to come out and say, you know what I mean? And I think your actions will display what you are, you know what I mean? If that's what you want to display to the people. So what's your thoughts in the comments as far as him? There was a lot of funny comments, a lot of people wrecking them, or just saying like the NFL, they saying they cool with it, but in the locker room is going to be crazy in their particular locker room. But I'm kind of more leaning with what Warren Moon said. Obviously, if it was players back then, and he said a few players. He didn't say 1, 2. He said a few, you know what I mean? A couple. That's more than 2. They just didn't come out. I'm sure it was people that knew they was gay back then. They probably just held it down, the camaraderie, what happens in the locker room. Supposed to stay in the locker room. You don't put your teammates, you don't put your brother business out there in the street for everybody. So it probably just stayed under the wraps. So we're going to watch and see how it plays out. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on Miss Richardson? You know what I mean? Hope she go to Tokyo and ball out, like ball so hard, motherfuckers. Yeah, I hope she ball out, win all the gold medals she can win. You know what I mean? And stay focused, stay in her purpose, keep the blinders on, and we'll see how it unfolds. Like a lot of people that live their life in the public eye, we'll find out more as the rabbit hole gets deeper. What's your thoughts on Safaree? Do it matter? Are you entertained? Are you not entertained? Do you care? Do you not give a fuck? And do you think it's self-hate? Do you think he hates himself because that's what he chooses to do with his body? Same thing with tattoos. Like people put whole sleeves on their whole body. You can't even see the veins on their body. They get older, that shit not going to be looking, you know what I mean? Do they hate themselves, or are they just addicted and like, you know what I mean? So I think it's more so in that vein. But you know what it is. It's your boy, POPAVIST. You now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, so sometimes we might mess up a little bit. We authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.